we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
I live a magical lifestyle. World travel, get to love on my kids, have that family time. I get to grow amazing businesses. I get to spend time with some of the most amazing people on the planet. And my wife and I, we get to do our foundational work. And so reality is there's not a lot of stuff right now that I need very different than really what is. Because you guys have seen be, do, have, do, be. You understand that model? Here's the reality. You cannot base your happiness on what you have or what you need or what you perceive that you need or what you want. The secret to having it is learning how to master your state so you can be happy now. So yeah, there's a ton of things. There's always going to be my entire life a next level. And I'll always be going for it. But at this point, it's not to satisfy my needs. It's to satisfy my need for growth. Tony Robbins this last year has been a great mentor to me. Bronwyn, if you can find those slides there about the 6 human needs, I want to share with you something that Tony taught me that has had a really big impact on me. He says that humans have 6 human needs, and this is worth writing down. It's not in your book. And if you understand this, it'll help you transform in powerful ways. The first of the 6 human needs is that we have a need to feel significant. To feel what? Significant. Now, by the way, you can get significance a number of different ways. What are some of the positive ways of feeling significant? Achieving something, building a company, doing something incredible, hitting some new achievement. But you can also do it in a negative way. You could also be Osama bin Laden, and you could be going after genocide as a way to be significant. The second need, certainty. How many of you have a huge need to be certain of what's going down in your life? How many of you need certainty? Who are my certainty people? A lot of you ladies in the room, that nesting instinct that says, I need to know where, I need to know how, I need to know when. You know what I'm talking about? Certainty. But there's a couple other really core needs. One of them is love, connection. And the other one is uncertainty, which is kind of strange. If everything becomes certain, then we crave what? Uncertainty. So these are the 4 basic human needs. 90% of you in this room statistically thrive massively on significance and certainty. The most unhappy people on the planet strive for significance and certainty. Trying to prove, trying to know that you're okay, that you're safe, because we've been hurt. But once you outgrow some of these needs, there are 2 greater needs of the spirit. One of those is growth. The spirit wants to grow, and the second one is contribution. One of the things that I heard from Dale and many of you is, how can we give back? And I love that. How many of you actually put that down, that there's some great way that you want to give back to others? I want to tell you right now that there is a science to achievement, but there's an art to fulfillment. And in the art of fulfillment, I want to invite you to try on that if you have a need inside to do some philanthropy, when could be the best time to start that? No. When you have excess of money, right? Only when it would be really easy to do, right? No. To do it when? No. Why? Because money doesn't change you. Money magnifies you. So, get this right now. You changed your core values because what you valued in childhood is not the same as what you need to value as an adult with a different destiny. How many of you get that? And it is no different here, my friends. The person you want to become, be that person today. You can start Tango right now. You don't need an instructor. You could literally go and watch some YouTube videos and learn some steps and have a blast. Find a way to make your dreams a reality today. One of the things that Tony says is that the quality of our life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty that you can comfortably live with. If you can abandon your need to be made significant by others, if you can abandon your need for so much certainty, then the quality of your life can massively increase.